TV soap news and spoilers say that the sun dipped low over the rolling hills of Fairmont Crest, casting golden hues across the manicured lawns of the exclusive Fairmont Crest Country Club. It was a place where the elite of society gathered, their lives interwoven with secrets, ambition, and unspoken desires. On this particular evening, the air was thick with anticipation, as whispers of a new arrival rippled through the dining area. Devon Winters, the billionaire music mogul from Genoa City, had stepped into this opulent world, and his presence was nothing short of electrifying. Known to fans of the young and the restless as a man of charisma, power, and unrelenting drive, Devon's unexpected appearance in the new series Beyond the Gates has set tongues wagging and hearts racing. Why has he come to Fairmont Crest, and what does his prolonged stay mean for the tight-knit, drama-laden community? Today, we unravel the mystery of Devon's intentions, exploring the tantalizing possibilities of his future in this glamorous enclave. Could he become a permanent fixture in Fairmont Crest, or is his visit merely a fleeting interlude? Let's dive into the story, where every glance, every word, and every decision carries the weight of destiny. A grand entrance with a purpose. The dining area of the Fairmont Crest Country Club was a vision of elegance. Crystal chandeliers casting a soft glow over polished mahogany tables, where the clink of fine china mingled with the murmur of high society conversation. It was here, amidst the scent of expensive perfumes and the rustle of designer gowns, that Devon Winters made his entrance. Tall, impeccably dressed in a tailored navy suit that accentuated his commanding presence, Devon moved with the confidence of a man who knew his worth. His dark eyes scanned the room, taking in the curious stares and hushed whispers. For those who knew him from Genoa City, this was no ordinary visit. Devon, the billionaire CEO of Hamilton Winters Group, was not one to make casual appearances. Every step he took was calculated, every gesture laden with intent. Devon's arrival was not just a moment, it was an event. The patrons of Fairmont Crest, accustomed to their insulated world of privilege, sensed a shift in the air. He was an outsider, yet his reputation preceded him, a music mogul whose empire spanned genres and continents, a man whose charm could disarm even the most guarded hearts. But what had brought him to this exclusive enclave, far from the bustling streets of Genoa City? The answer lay in a single, pivotal encounter that would set the stage for a drama unlike any Fairmont Crest had seen before. A proposal that shook the room. At the heart of Devon's visit was a meeting that would become the talk of the town. Seated across from him at a secluded table was Anita Williams Dupree, a woman whose elegance and poise were matched only by her fierce independence. Anita, a beloved figure in Fairmont Crest, was no stranger to the spotlight. Her sultry voice had once captivated audiences in jazz clubs across the country, but she had long since traded the stage for a quieter life, devoted to her family and her community. Yet, Devon's arrival threatened to upend that carefully curated existence. With the confidence of a man who rarely heard the word no, Devon leaned forward, his voice low and persuasive. He offered Anita an opportunity that would have made any aspiring artist's heart race. A recording contract for a new solo jazz album, with Anita herself as co-executive producer alongside him. The proposal was audacious, a glittering promise of a comeback that could restore her to the pinnacle of the music world. The room seemed to hold its breath as Devon spoke, his words painting a vivid picture of sold-out venues, critical acclaim, and a legacy reborn. For a moment, it seemed as though Anita might be swayed. Her eyes flickered with a spark of the passion that had once defined her, a longing for the stage that had never truly faded. But Anita was no starry-eyed ingenue. She met Devon's gaze with a steely resolve, her voice steady as she declined his offer. "I appreciate the gesture, Devon," she said, her tone polite but firm, "but my priorities are with my family. I don't have the time, or the desire, for such a project." The words landed like a thunderclap, stunning the onlookers who had been eavesdropping from nearby tables. Devon, unaccustomed to rejection, masked his disappointment with a gracious nod, but the glint in his eyes suggested that this was not the end of the matter. The door had been left ajar, and in the world of Beyond the Gates, an open door was an invitation to chaos. The ripple effect. Dany and the promise of romance. As the news of Devon's proposal and Anita's refusal spread through Fairmont Crest, another encounter added fuel to the already blazing speculation. Devon, undeterred by Anita's rejection, sought out her daughter, Dany Williams, a vibrant young woman whose charm and wit had made her a favorite among the country club set. Their conversation, though brief, crackled with an undercurrent of chemistry that was impossible to ignore. Devon, ever the strategist, asked Dany to put in a good word with her mother, hoping to sway Anita's decision. Dany, with a knowing smile, acknowledged her mother's stubbornness. "Once she says no, it's set in stone," she said, her tone playful but honest. "But I'll see what I can do." The exchange was fleeting, but it lingered in the minds of those who witnessed it. Dany's laughter, the way Devon's gaze lingered a moment too long, these were the sparks that ignited 1,000 rumors. Could Devon, the enigmatic outsider, be setting his sights on Dany? The thought was tantalizing. Dany, with her infectious energy and sharp intellect, was a force to be reckoned with. A romance between her and Devon would be a match made in soap opera heaven, a collision of passion and ambition that could reshape the social landscape of Fairmont Crest. The possibility hung in the air like a storm cloud, promising both beauty and destruction. Why stay? The mystery of Devon's intentions. Devon's presence in Fairmont Crest was no accident. A man of his stature did not linger in a place without purpose, and the residents of this elite community were determined to uncover his motives. Was he truly here to pursue Anita's talents, or was there a deeper agenda at play? The rejection of his recording contract offer had not sent him packing, as many had expected. Instead, Devon seemed to be settling in, his visits to the country club becoming more frequent, his interactions with the locals more deliberate. He was a man who played the long game, and Fairmont Crest was his new chessboard. One theory whispered in the corridors of the country club was that Devon saw Fairmont Crest as a new frontier for his business empire. The community, with its wealth and influence, was a goldmine of potential investors and talent. Perhaps Anita's rejection was merely a setback in a larger plan to establish a foothold in this exclusive world. His offer to her had been a calculated move, a way to align himself with a respected figure whose endorsement could open doors. But Anita's refusal had forced him to recalibrate, and his lingering presence suggested that he was far from defeated. Another, more romantic theory posited that Devon's interest lay not in business, but in matters of the heart. His chemistry with Dany had not gone unnoticed, and the possibility of a burgeoning romance was too delicious to ignore. Dany, with her independence and fiery spirit, was the kind of woman who could challenge a man like Devon, keeping him on his toes while drawing out his softer side. Their brief conversation had been a glimpse of what could be, a partnership that could set Fairmont Crest ablaze with passion and intrigue. Yet, Dany was no damsel waiting to be swept off her feet. If Devon was to win her heart, he would need to navigate a labyrinth of family loyalty, personal ambition, and the ever-watchful eyes of the community. The Fairmont Crest community, a world of secrets. To understand Devon's impact, one must first understand the world he has entered. Fairmont Crest is not just a country club, it is a microcosm of power, privilege, and hidden desires. Its members are a tapestry of old money and new, their lives intertwined through marriages, rivalries, and carefully guarded secrets. The arrival of an outsider like Devon, with his wealth and charisma, is both a threat and an opportunity. He is a wild card, capable of upending the delicate balance of power that has defined Fairmont Crest for generations. The community is no stranger to drama. From whispered affairs to corporate betrayals, the residents of Fairmont Crest live lives that are as theatrical as they are opulent. Anita Williams Dupree, with her storied past as a jazz icon, is a cornerstone of this world, her influence extending far beyond her family. Her refusal of Devon's offer was not just a personal decision, it was a statement, a reminder that she was not to be swayed by promises of fame or fortune. Yet, Devon's persistence suggested that he was not one to back down easily. His continued presence in Fairmont Crest hinted at a larger plan, one that could draw in not just Anita and Dany, but the entire community. The future, will Devon become a member? The question on everyone's lips is whether Devon Winters will become a permanent fixture in Fairmont Crest. His interactions thus far, his bold proposal to Anita, his flirtatious exchange with Dany, suggest that he is not merely passing through. But what would it mean for Devon to join this community? Would he be welcomed as a new member, or would his outsider status make him a target for those who guard their privilege jealously? If Devon were to stay, he could bring a new dynamic to Fairmont Crest. His wealth and influence could attract new opportunities, from music ventures to high-stakes business deals. But with opportunity comes risk. Devon's arrival has already stirred tensions, and his pursuit of Anita's talents, or Dany's heart, could ignite rivalries that have long simmered beneath the surface. The residents of Fairmont Crest are not known for sharing their spotlight, and Devon's star power could cast a shadow that some would find intolerable. Then there is the question of Dany. If their chemistry blossoms into something more, it could redefine both their lives. A romance with Devon would thrust Dany into a world of glamour and ambition, but it would also test her loyalty to her family and her roots in Fairmont Crest. Could she balance her feelings for Devon with her mother's disapproval? And what of Anita, whose past may hold secrets that Devon's presence could unearth? The possibilities are endless, each one more dramatic than the last. A story unfinished as the sun sets over Fairmont Crest, the story of Devon Winters is far from over. His arrival has set in motion a chain of events that promises to unravel the carefully woven fabric of this elite community. Whether he is here for business, love, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: Devon is not a man who fades into the background. His every move is watched, his every word dissected, and his every intention questioned. For now, the residents of Fairmont Crest can only speculate. Will Devon's pursuit of Anita yield results, or will her resolve remain unbreakable? Will his connection with Dany ignite a romance that will captivate the community, or will it fizzle out under the weight of expectation? And most importantly, will Devon Winters become a member of Fairmont Crest, or will he remain an enigmatic outsider, forever on the fringes of their world? One thing is clear: Beyond the Gates has only begun to tell Devon's story. As the series unfolds, viewers will be treated to a saga of ambition, passion, and betrayal, with Devon at its center. So stay tuned, dear readers, for the drama is just beginning. In the world of Fairmont Crest, nothing is ever as it seems, and Devon Winters is a man who thrives in the shadows of secrets. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.